गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सो विषय अथवा यो नास्ति ब्रह्मेति मन्यते स सर्वस्य जीव सन्मार्गस्य वर्णाश्रमादि व्यवस्थालक्षणस्य अश्रद्धतानतया नास्तित्वं प्रतिपद्यते अब्रह्म प्रतिपत्त्यर्थत्वात् तस्य। अतः नास्तिकः सः असत् न साधुः उच्यते लोके। तद्विपरीतः सन् यो अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेद्वेद स तद् ब्रह्म प्रतिपत्ति हेतुं सन्मार्गं वर्णाश्रमादि व्यवस्थालक्षणं श्रद्धधानतया यथावत् प्रतिपद्यते यस्मात् ततः तस्मात् संतं साधुमार्गस्थं येनं विदुः साधवः तस्माद् अस्ति इति एव ब्रह्म प्रतिपत्तव्यम् इति वाक्यार्थः। So we saw two things. So if somebody says Asad Brahmeti Chedveda, you become, if you deny the existence of Brahman, you become non-existent. And the implications also we saw that he would refrain himself from Dharma Marga. On the contrary, one who says the Brahman exists, he pursues the path of this Dharma and reaches the goal. Therefore, Brahma Pratipattavyam iti vakyartha tasmad asti iti eva. Therefore, Brahman exists. This is to be concluded. This is only has to be understood. Understood as Brahman exists. Now, having said this, Acharya continues. Tasya eva sharira atma. So, the one important point what we saw was the knowers of Veda recognize a person as existing only when he happens to realize the truth, or the realized people or those who experienced the truth alone are really existing in the eyes of the enlightened masters, because they have realized their own self. So this is what very clearly said. Santamenam tato viduhu tataha enam, this man who has come to know the truth, Santam, he really existing. Now, tasya purvasya vijnanamayasya esha eva sharire vijnanamaye bhavah sharira atma osau yesha anandamaya tam prati nasti ashanka nastitve aphoda sarvavisheshatvattu brahmano nastitvam pratyashanka yukta sarvasamanyatya brahmanah yasmad evam atha tasmat athantaram srotuhu शिष्यस्यान प्रश्नाः आचार्योक्तिम अनुयेते प्रश्नाः अनुप्रश्नाः. Now, tasya purvasya. Now, we saw the inner kosha is the atma of the external kosha. So we saw in the fifth anuvaka tadapyesha shloko bhavati. So we saw that Anandamaya Kosha is the Atma of Vijnanamaya. So therefore he is telling here now Vijnanamayasya yesha eva sharire. So as earlier we saw Vijnanamaya Kosha is Atma of Manomaya. Now what is the Atma of Vijnanamaya? Tasya Purvasya Vijnanamayasya Yesha eva. So this self, this one Yesha eva, that is the self which is existing in the body. Which body? In Vijnanamaya. Self which is existing in the body of knowledge. Sharire Vijnanamaye Bhavaha. So Vijnanamaya Sharira, whatever is there, in that Vijnanamaya Sharira, there is some other thing that is called Atma of this Vijnanamaya Sharira. That is, there is something Atma. What is that? Kosau. What is that Atma which is in the Vijnanamaya Kosha? Ya Eshaha Anandamaya. This is the Anandamaya. So Anandamaya is the Atma of Vijnanamaya. Now, tam prati nasti ashanka nastitve. Now, about this, as to this Vijnanamaya, that is Anandamaya Atma, about this Anandamaya Atma, there is no apprehension of non-existence. There is no doubt about its non-existence. Meaning, it is very clear. Anandamaya Kosham, Anandamaya Atma Asti Eva. This is very clearly noticed and very known. So there is no doubt regarding the existence of Anandamaya Atma. So, tam prati nasti ashanka nastitve. Apoda sarva visheshatvattu brahmanaha nastitvam prati ashanka yukta. But it is quite understandable that Brahman, the non-existence, Brahman's non-existence may be suspected. Here there is no doubt as regards to the existence of Anandamaya Atma, but there is a doubt as regards to the existence of Brahman. So, who is Brahman? Sarva Visheshatvattu, that non-existence, because which is devoid of all Visheshas. Sarva Vishesha Rahita Vastu, but Brahma is there, which has no distinction of any sort. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Kriya, everything is, nothing is there in it. The existence of such a Vastu, that is Brahman, is suspected. And suspicion is Yukta. It's okay, quite understandable. Because we saw Buddhi is, we saw yesterday, Acharya mentioned, what Kutha Puna Ashanka Tan Nastitve Vyavaharadi Tattvam Brahmana iti Purumaha Vyavahara Vishayehi Vacharambana Matre Astitva Bhavita Buddhi Tad Viparite Vyavaharadite Nastitvam Pratibhujyate. So whichever is, which is Vyavaharatita Brahma, since it is Vyavaharatita, its existence is suspected. It's okay. The Buddhi is trained to recognize the existence of any object if it is within the purview of Vyavahara. But Brahma is Vyavaharatita. Here also, so there is no doubt as regards to Anandamaya Kosha or Anandamaya Atma, but there is a doubt regards to Brahma. Asti ya Nastiva. And Brahma which is devoid of all differences. That in him all differences are dissolved. So, now, Apoda Sarvasheshatvat Brahmana Nasatvam Prati Ashanka Yukta. Sarvasamanyacha Brahmana. Now, Brahma is Sarvasamanyam, meaning what? It is common to all. Why it is common to all? Because it has no Vishesha. It is Nirvishesha. That means what? If you say Brahman has attributes, then the question of compatibility with some other object, it may support, may not support, all those things. Brahma is freed from all distractions. We saw now, changeless but supporting all the change. Where there is no Kriya, but the source of all activities. So this Brahma, Sarvasamanyatcha Brahmanaha. So it is common to all. Common to all means both the wise and ignorant. Same Brahman is supporting. It is Sarvasamanya. Such a common thing, most common thing is Brahma Padartha. And Brahman alone is common, and there cannot be any Samanya Vastu other than Brahma. Though we say everything is quite common to all, quite common in all, it is a common feeling, it is understandable, it is prevalent. Actually, it is not true. But there are exceptions left in every. Whenever you use this English phrase, common to all, it is common to all. No, there are exceptions. But which is really common to all? Brahma Padartha. That Brahman alone is common. Brahma Vastu, Vedya Vastu. So, Sarvasamanyatcha Brahmanaha. Yasmad evam, since it is like this, Ataha tasmad, therefore, Atha means after, Anandaram. Anandaram, Shrotuhu Sishyasya Anuprashnaha, Acharyoktim Anu Ete Prashnaha, Anuprashnaha. Now, teacher gave some upadesha. He spoke at length. So, after the teacher's speech, the questions which are generated in the mind of the student after the teaching of the teacher, the questions which are generated, created in the mind of the disciple or the student, and expressing those doubts again to the teacher in the form of questions, asking for clarifications. They are called Anuprashnaha. Anu means here after. So after the teaching of the teacher, after teacher speaks related to the subject, the students ask questions. They become Anuprashnaha. On our own, not without teaching, if you ask, it becomes a Prashna. It is not an Anuprashna. It becomes only a Prashna. Think. So here it is Anuprashnaha. Anuprashnaha means students heard, maybe thought for some time, understood certain things, not understood certain things. Thereby he goes to teacher for clarification. They are called Anuprashnaha. So now here, Upanishad mantra says, Athato Anuprashnaha. Atha, now, Idanim, Anuprashnaha. Now these are the questions asked by. What did teacher say? Teacher mentioned, Asannevasa bhavati asat brahmeti veda chet, asti brahmeti chet veda santamenam tato viduriti. That's what teacher said. This teacher upadesha. He becomes verily non-existent. You yourself become non-existent if you deny the existence of Brahman, or if you happen to know Brahman as non-existent, you become non-existent. Asti Brahmeti Chet Veda, if you realize Brahman as existent, such a person is recognized by other saints and sages, other realized masters as really existing. This is what the teacher said. That means what? These questions are related to, the one question is related to ignorant man, other is knowledgeable, wise man. Now, here they are called Anuprashnaha. Now, therefore, after the teaching, Again I am repeating. Teaching is here. Asat brahmeti, what do you call? Asanneva sa bhavati. Asat brahmeti veda ched. Asti brahmeti ched veda. Santamenam tato viduriti. This is the teaching. The student heard. So Anuprishnaha. Acharyoktim Anu. After the teacher spoke, following the teacher's teaching, Yede Prashnaha Anuprishnaha. Now, see, Samanyam hi Brahma Akashadi Karanatvat Vidushaha Avidushascha. Now, Brahman is common to all, the common substratum of the both the ignorant as well as the wise, the learned and the unlearned one. Not unlearned, not learned. Ignorant man. So Samanya. Why the Brahma which is common? Why Brahman is common? Akashadi Karanatvat. It is the Karana cause, very subtle. Therefore the cause should pervade the effect. So it is Sarva Samanyam. Brahman is equally present both in the ignorant and the wise. Same Brahman is acting as a support for the both. So Vidushaha Avidushascha. Therefore, Tasma Avidushopi Brahma Prapti Ashankyate. Now there is since they are available, Brahman is available, as much is available to wise man, that much is also available to ignorant person because he is common. So whether first of all this distinction, is it valid? That is a question in the mind of the student. When Brahman is equally present, then why the distinction? Why? Who is the wise man? The wise man who is the one who had realized it or understood or enlightened, who recognized the existence of. Who recognized, who has his own, the self of the Brahman in himself. Who is ignorant? One who has Brahman in himself. So therefore, Avidushahe Brahma Prapti Ashankate. So to the ignorant man also Brahman is available. So he can also realize. Number one. Uta means api. See here the next verse says, Atato na prashnaha uta vidva namam lokam pretya kaschana gacchati. Uta. Uta means api also. Avidvan amam lokam paramatmanam itaha pretya kaschana chana shabdaha api arthe avidvan api gacchati prapnoti kim va na gacchati iti dvitiyopi prashnaha drashtavyo anu prashna iti bahuvachanat. Now see, uta means api. So avidvan, what is the question? Amam lokam pretya. Having departed from this world, amam lokam pretya, does a ignorant man attain Paramatma or not? Like a wise man. Amam lokam pretya, avidvan amam lokam pretya, departing from here. Does he attain that this world of Brahman, supreme world, this amam lokam, pretya, this loka, Paramatmanatah, kaschana, chana means shabdha api arthe, chana is the word again used, kaschana means, chana is api, arthe, implying even here, api means even ignorant man also, avidvan api Gacchati prapnoti kim va na gacchati iti. Not as ignorant man having departed from this world, does he also attain Brahman because Brahman is sarvasamanyat, or does he not? Gacchati kim va na gacchati iti dvitiyopi prashnaha drashtavyo. So second question is automatically seen in this. Now see, in Sanskrit, you know, singular, dual and plural. There are three cases are there. Now prashnaha, they are plural. Upanishad mein there are only two questions are seen. Avidwan amum lokam pretya kaschana gacchati. Vidwan amum lokam pretya kaschit samashnuta. Two questions only are there. Does an ignorant man having left this world, does he attain supreme loka, Paramatma? Does a wise man, a learned man having left this world, does he attain? Because Brahman is sarvasamanyam. Who will attain this truth? That is the meaning. How many questions now? Two. But then here Upanishad says prashnaha, plural. So there must be more than two questions. So Acharya says, in the first question, there are some questions are packed. In the second question, there are two questions are packed. Plus some more questions are there inside. So it is there implied. Therefore, prashnaha is correct. Now when you ask somebody, should I go? You are asking it two questions. Should I go or should I not go? Should I go is not one question. There are two questions. See? So there are two questions, appearing as one. So similarly, prashnaha plural. So that's what Acharya said. Drashtavyaha anuprashna bahuvachanat. Because a bahuvachanam is used here, prashnaha, other question is to be seen, packed within the first question. What is the first question? Avidvan api gacchati. Does ignorant man also attain supreme world or supreme loka or supreme Brahman having after leaving this world? Like a wise man. That is the meaning. Why should you get this doubt? Because Brahma is sarvasamanyam. So does an ignorant man having departed from here, does he attain that Brahman or does he not? Two questions are there. Anything more than two is plural, no? In Sanskrit. Singular, dual and plural. So drashtavyaha anuprashna iti bahuvachanat. Clear? Now, Vidwan samprati anyau prashnam. Other two questions. Actually one only in the Upanishad, but two are there inside. Two in one. So these other two questions are related to Vidwan. So first question, the two questions are related to ignorant man. Why this doubt? Because Brahma is equal to all. So Vidwan samprati अन्यो प्रश्नौ यदि अविद्वान सामान्यम कारणम ब्रह्म न गच्छति, if that avidwan, ignorant man, is unable to reach that Brahman which is samanyam, which is common, in that case tataha vidushopi brahmagamanam ashankyate. In that case the attainment of Brahman by wise men also should be doubted. There is a doubt regarding the wise man also about his attainment of Brahman. It should be doubted. When sarvasamanyam, that which is most common, and ignorant man is unable to reach, then do you think wise man will be able to reach? इन्हीं को मना गया. Very simple man, ignorant. बच्चा है, बच्चों को मना कर दिया तो बड़े कहां से आते हैं? That way. And wise man also cannot go. Sarvasamanyam. Brahmana tatah vidushopi brahmagamanam ashankyate. So that it is to be that the wise man attaining that loka after death or after leaving this world is to be doubted. Ataha tam prati prashna aho vidwan iti. Therefore, this prashna is towards them also it is asked, aho vidwan amam lokam pretya kaschit samashnuta. Therefore, this question is asked by the student about the vidwan. Does he attain or does he not attain Brahman after leaving? Now, lot of grammar is there. We don't want to go into the grammar rules. How ukara and then pluti and also that dirgha gacchati, all those things. Why all those things have come? Ukaram cha vakshamanam adastad apakrishya takaram cha purvasmad uta shabdhad vyasadya aho iti etasmat purvam uta shabdam samyodya pruchati uta aho vidwan iti. Vidwan brahmavidapi kaschid itah pretya amam lokam samashnute prapnoti. Samashnute u iti evam sthite aya adeshe ya lope cha krute akarasya prutihi samashnuta u iti. This is all grammar. So Panini grammar. We understand Vyakarana, how this sentence, why dirgha has come, why this u has come, all those things are explained. But Vidwan Brahmavida api kaschit itaha pretya. Koi daisa some Brahma Vidwan having left this world samashnute prapnoti. Samashnute means prapnoti. Na prapnoti va. Does he, Brahmavid, the wise man, does he attain the supreme or not? So Vidwan samashnute amum lokam. Vidwan samashnute amum lokam means, does a wise man, an enlightened man attain this loka or supreme Brahman? Kim va yatha, otherwise yatha avidwan evam vidwan api na samashnute. Or just as an ignorant man cannot reach, does similarly enlightened man also may not reach Brahman? Does he not reach like an unenlightened man? Vidwan also, avidwan, iva. This is the question. Iti apara prashna. This is the second question. Dau eva va prashnau. Vidvad, avidvad vishayau. There are only two questions. One is related to wise man, enlightened man. Other is related to ignorant man. Dau eva prashna. बहुवचनम तो सामर्थ्य प्राप्त प्रश्नांतरापेक्षया घटते. Now the second, the plurality is occurred because there is a potentiality of other questions packed in the questions, in the main questions. By implication. Samarthyat means by implication. By implication, other questions they are cropped up. Thereby, like should I go? Should I not go? Should I eat or should I not eat? Should I sleep now? Should I not sleep now? मैं करूं, मैं ना करूं भी है. चलते हैं, चलते हैं also doubt also. चले माने चलो. I am asking you, चले. Actually, chale, how can it be question? Chale means chalo. निकल पड़ो. चले माने चलूं या ना चलूं वो इसमें है. देयर इम्प्लीकेशंस सामर्थ्यात्. So ghatate. Now what are the two main questions? What are the, so now one more thing also is there. असत ब्रह्मेति वेद चेत अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेत वेद इति श्रवणात्. Now that student heard, there are two questions he asked. Master said asat brahmeti veda chet, if one comes to know about Brahman as non-existent. Second one is if one comes to know Brahman as existent. Now देखो, दोनों को if लगा दिया. If you have put if to two, then the existence of Brahman itself is doubted. Suppose you say Brahman is there, but if you happen to know or recognize it as non-existent, that means one statement is Brahman is there, but you should know Brahman as asti ityeva upalabdhavyam. Upalabdhavyaha. Brahman is realized or known and recognized as existence. अब क्या हो रहा है? इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. But if you know, if you realize Brahman as existence, if you realize Brahman as non-existence, as though the existence or non-existence of Brahman is depending on my understanding. ब्रह्मन है क्या? तू जैसा समझे, तो जैसा समझता है वैसे ही समझो. मेरे ख्याल में नहीं है तो नहीं है, मेरे ख्याल में है तो है. ये ऐसा कैसा चलेगा? देखो, सी असत ब्रह्मेति वेद चेत अस्ति ब्रह्मेति चेत वेद. If one wants to know Brahman as non-existent, or if you come to know Brahman as existence. महाराज ये तो बताओ ब्रह्मन है ही नहीं. Therefore, it is Shravanat. Having heard thus in this way, अब क्या हो रहा है? अस्ति नास्ति इति संशयः. तो ब्रह्मन हस्ति वा नास्ति वा? This doubt also has come. अस्ति वा नास्ति इति संशयः. ततः अर्थ प्राप्तः. किम अस्ति नास्ति इति प्रथमो अनुप्रश्नः. So what the prashna? Now anuprashnas, three anuprashnas are there. Anuprashnaha, how many anuprashnas are there? Three. But more than two is equal to plural. Actually three, each में पैक टू. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? फर्स्ट अनुप्रश्न कंटेनिंग टू, सेकंड अनुप्रश्न containing 2, third anuprashna containing 2, total 6 questions. So first Acharya again is very clearly defining. First prathama anuprashnaha. Anuprashnaha after having listened to the teacher. What is the first anuprashnaha? Kim asti nasti iti prathamo anuprashnaha. This Brahma vastu asti nasti. Does it exist first of all? Does it not exist? Don't tell me if you happen to know it as existing, then it is existing. Like पागल लोगों से बोलते हैं ना, तुम देख रहे हो क्या? तो सही है, नहीं देखते हैं तो ठीक नहीं है. So they may say hallucination. That which is not there they may see, and that which is there they may not see. And the perception is totally depending upon the perceiver. And doctor certifies, तू जैसा समझे वैसा ठीक है. And whenever you ask any question of this choice, if other person comes, तुमको जो करना है करो, जैसे चाहे वैसे करो, तो जैसे समझे वैसे समझो. No, if all these things, very unpalatable, undigestible. And people also ask some same questions. Do you think should I continue with morning talks? Should I attend them or not? My answer would be, जैसे आप समझे. अब देखो, you will be happy with the answer? No. नहीं तो इंटेलिजेंटली आपको कैसा लग रहा है? मेरे ख्याल में आना ही ठीक है या बंद करना ठीक है. तो फिर मेरा बोलता हूँ, दूसरा जवाब मैं देता हूँ. जब आपके पास जवाब हो तो यहाँ आके मेरा दिमाग क्यों खाते? क्या समझते हैं आप? आना ठीक है या नहीं आना? नहीं आना तो फिर मेरे यहाँ पे सब क्यों पूछते हैं? नहीं आना यदि ठीक समझे तो वैसे ही करो. फिर आपके पास क्यों आए हम? मैं वो प्रश्न मैं पूछना है, मुझे पूछना पड़ेगा. Why are you asking me that question? You should answer now. So, asti nasti regarding Brahman, first of all. Why? You yourself said, chet, if you know Brahman as existence, if you happen to realize Brahman as, तो इसमें मुझे शंका हो रही ब्रह्म के अस्तित्व के बारे में. वंडरफुल. प्रथमो प्रश्नः ब्रह्मणः, सेकंड वन, अपक्षपातित्वात् अविद्वान् गच्छति न गच्छति इति द्वितीयः. Now Brahman is apakshapati, means impartial, equally available to all. In that case, Brahman, for the ignorant man, after leaving this world, does he attain or does he not attain? Iti dvitiyaha. This is dvitiya prashna. So first prashna regarding Brahman's existence. Second anuprashna regarding the ignorant man's attainment. Because since Brahman is samanya vastu, impartial, commonly available, and also apakshapatitvat. Brahmanaha samatve api avidushaha iva vidushapi agamanam ashankyate kim vidwan samashrute na samashrute iti trutiyo na prashna. So Brahmana samatve api, even though Brahman is equal, but even though Brahman is equal, ignorant man is unable to reach. Similarly, does it happen with the enlightened person also? Now the ignorant man is unable to reach. Does it mean enlightened man also will not reach Brahman? So, samatveyapi avidushahiva, like ignorant man, vidushahapi, wise man also, agamanam ashankyate, kim vidwan samashrute na samashrute. So, there is a doubt about his attainment also. Therefore asked, vidwan samashrute kaschit samashruta. The wise man, vidwan, does he attain or not? Iti trutiyo anuprashnaha. This is the third anuprashna. So, first question is regarding the existence of Brahman. Second is about the ignorant man. Third is about the wise man. So, three main questions, packed 2, 2, 2. Total you can say 6. Okay. Yetesham prativachanartham uttara grandha arabhyate. Now the subsequent text is introduced as an answer to all these questions. Brahman exists or not, that also is proved. in the Upanishad only. So what is it now? Acharya Bhashya will say. Tatra, there, Asthitvameva Tavad Uchyate. Now here, there regarding Brahman, it is spoken of as existence. What is it? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman, that. So Brahman is spoken as existence. First one. So, Tatra Asthitvameva, existence is being first spoken of. Asthitvameva Tavaduchyate. First existence is spoken of. Yacha Uktam. What was said in the past? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma iti. The Brahman is Satyam, existence, Jnanam, knowledge, and Anantam, infinite. We saw exhaustively. So, Tatcha Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma iti. Tatcha Katham Satyatvam iti etad Bhaktavyam iti idam uchyate. Now, what kind of truth is meant in the assertion? When in the assertively in the state sentence made, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Now, what kind of truth? Now, what kind of truth? Now, very Uktam hi. What kind of truth is mentioned? If you ask this question, Katham, or how is it that mentioned about the truth? What is the details about the truth? Satyam ka matlab kya hai? Here it Uktam hi Sadeva Satyam. In the Upanishads, it already said, what is Satyam? Sadeva Satyam. Existence alone is Satyam, truth. Now, Uktam hi Sadeva Satyam iti. Tasmat Satvoktya eva Satyatvam uchyate. Now, it's very by the very utterance or by the very usage of the word or calling Brahman as Sat, its Satyatvam is declared. Now you cannot ask this question. If you say existence is truth, or truth is existence, suppose. Truth is existence. Now, what kind of question you can ask now on this? Does it exist or not? If it is not existing, it is not truth. Think. The very word Sat means it exists. Now, you cannot ask question, does existence exist? Does truth exist? Hare Baba, truth exist? Does truth exist? If you ask this question. If it is not existing, then it is not a truth. See? Does truth exist? No. No, the truth doesn't exist. Then it is not truth. This sentence, how far it is important? Does truth exist? Truth means existence. सच्चाई की सत्ता, सच्चाई की सत्ता, बेवकूफ, सत्ता नहीं है तो सच्चाई कहां से होती है? इसका सत्ता ही नहीं है तो सत्ता कैसे बने? You understood now? That's what is it. The Brahman's very affirmation of existence is there by simply telling Satvokti, Sattva, Satvoktya eva Satyatvam uchyate. By merely saying Satyam, Sat, itself indicates the existence of Brahma, or the existence is proved. Did you understand? That is the beauty of it. सत्य बोलने में ही इसका सत्ता भी प्रूव हो गया। सत्य है या नहीं, this doesn't exist, this question cannot arise. That's the beauty of that Sanskrit, that's the beauty of the definition of the words. Actually the strength of the word is it should exist on its own. That is the strength of the word. The word should have inherent capacity to exist, to flourish. It should not be shaken. That is the beauty. The more powerful word it becomes. Understood? समझ में आ गया ना आपको? सत्वोक्त्या एव सत्यत्वम् उच्यते। कथम एवं अर्थता अवगम्यते अस्य ग्रंथस्य शब्दानुगमात्? Now how can you arrive upon this conclusion? Katham evam arthata avagамyate? How can you come to this? Because asya granthasya shabdanugamat, meaning from the very trend of the works of this text. You see the padajalam, trend of the words used in the Upanishads. Why? Because anena evahi arthena anvitani uttarani vakyani. Subsequent sentences in the Upanishads are brought out or used only in the light of this understanding about the truth. The truth exists, Brahman exists. So Sat meaning existence. It is real. On this meaning only subsequent, the entire text is, subsequent text is, or the sentences in the subsequent text are pronounced by the ऋषि। इसी अर्थ को मन में रखते हुए आगे भी ग्रंथ में सभी वाक्यों में इसका ही यही मीनिंग या यही समझ या यही अर्थ लाई गई। मैंने एक अर्थ का निर्वचन दिया एक पद का, उसी अर्थ को लाते हुए आगे भी इसका प्रयोग किया। हर वाक्य में भी, हर वाक्य में यही मीनिंग आपको देखना होगा। इसी मीनिंग को रखते हुए हर वाक्य, हर सेंटेंस दिया गया। Therefore, quoting तत्सत्यमित्याचक्षते, later on it will come. Meaning they call that Brahman as truth. That means truth. That as truth, meaning Brahman as truth. Tat satyamityachakshate, it will come. Then again, yadesha akasha anando nasyat. Again it comes in subsequent. This one, what is that? The total thought is, who indeed will be able to inhale or exhale if this bliss, that is, yesha akasha anando nasyat, if this bliss is not there in the supreme space within the cavity of the heart. Yesha anandaha nasyat, total vakya is, who will be able to inhale and exhale if the Paramatma is not seated in the heart? Meaning nobody is able to live. So these are all vakyas. Meaning is existing. So in the subsequent text, the trend of the text shows same meaning is borrowed. Satyam. So Sat ke liye, you don't have to, the very usage of word Sat itself indicates Brahman is Sat. Sadeva Satyam. That is the power of the word Sat. Existence. You cannot doubt the existence. So, iska existence, if you ask a question, then there is no more. Sat में इतना शक्ति है. So by saying Brahman is Sat, Brahman's existence is proved. Okay. Tatra Asadeva Brahma iti ashankyate. Now this could be doubt. There could be doubt in the mind of the student that Brahman could be surely a non-existence. There can be doubt. But this doubt has no basis. Logically, if we really understand, think about it, Brahman cannot be non-existent. It has to be existence only. This thought we will take up tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevapasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.